I've handled thousands of DUI cases over the last 44 years of my practice. And there are a few pieces of information that I believe are important once you are stopped for a DUI that you should follow. 1, cooperate with the police in terms of if he asks you to get out of the car, get out of the car. If he asks for your identification and insurance information, provide that to him. However, once you do that, the police officer oftentimes will ask you to do field sobriety tests. Those are tests to determine whether or not that he believes you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Those tests are like walking a line, touching your nose, counting, doing the alphabet, various tests. You do not have to do those tests. And I suggest that you do not do those tests. All they do is provide more information for the police officer. Another test that they like to give is what's called the portable alcohol test, the PAS test. It's a portable machine that tests your blood level to see if you're above or below a certain level, usually 0.08. Again, unless you're on probation for a DUI or other reasons, you do not have to give that test and provide that test. So I would recommend that you don't do that. Now, if the police officer still arrests you for a DUI, you will then be taken to the police station or some other facility and asked to give a blood or a breath test. At that point in time, if the police officer believes that you are under the influence of alcohol and can provide facts about that, you are required to give that blood or breath test. If you do not, you will most probably lose your driver's license for 1 year. When I mean lose your license, you will not be able to drive. You will not obtain a restricted license. It is a hard 1-year suspension. So once you're arrested and if you don't give the field sobriety test, you don't provide the portable breath test, and you're still arrested, and you provided the blood test, even if you didn't, but if you did provide the blood test or a breath test, the next step is simply you'll be taken to jail. You'll be able to bail out of jail. And then immediately you should contact a lawyer because your license most probably was taken away and you were provided a pink piece of paper, which is a temporary license that is only good for 30 days. The other caveat is that you must contact DMV within 10 days after your arrest to ask for a hearing concerning whether or not your breath test or blood test result was a 0.08 or more. I suggest that you contact a lawyer well before the 10 days so that he or she can set up that hearing and that you have a chance to keep your license from being suspended. After that, of course, the lawyer that you contact can handle the DUI case in court, handle that, and take care of your case. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact my office at the number below or use the intake form on the website that is provided. Thank you.